Right now at 5, nonprofits in the Coulee region are feeling the generosity. Find out how they're benefiting from Giving Tuesday.
And local seniors hunting for love at a speed dating event.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. Hamas is setting more Israeli hostages free thanks to an extended ceasefire.
Today marks the 5th swap since the ceasefire began. Hamas released 10 more Israeli hostages in exchange for 30 Palestinian prisoners. Last night, of the 11 hostages released, the youngest, a pair of twins who were just 3 years old. Each day the ceasefire is extended is precious for families with loved ones still in captivity. Qatar has been the linchpin to the negotiations. Their spokesperson for Foreign Affairs says they're hoping to reach a truce.
Main focus right now is, and our hope is, to reach a sustainable truce that would lead to further negotiations and eventually to an end to this war.
It's believed Hamas is still holding dozens of hostages in Gaza. The ceasefire deal, negotiated by Qatar and supported by the U.S., also allows more aid trucks into Gaza, which is still in crisis.
U.S. senators are debating ways to tackle gun violence in America today. In a Judiciary Committee meeting, Chairman Dick Durbin cited 2022 data that says 48,000 people in the U.S. were killed in firearm-related deaths. Lawmakers from both sides of the aisle heard from experts working to address the crisis, including medical doctors and gun control advocates.
Help our country have hope by demonstrating collaborative action, as you have done before. We are turning into a nation of traumatized survivors.
To the extent that we can get people in crisis help, especially lethal means counseling about all lethal means, not just firearms, that saves lives.
Guns are now the #1 cause of death among America's children and teenagers.
We are seeing our first images of former President Jimmy Carter since the passing of his wife of 77 years, Rosalind. The former president attended a memorial tribute for his wife in Atlanta, along with other former U.S. presidents, and every living former First Lady. Seated in the front row was her husband of 77 years, former President Jimmy Carter. He was in a wheelchair and had a lap blanket. He was also joined by former Presidents Biden and Clinton. The Carter's son, Chip, expressed his admiration for his late mother.
My mother, Rosalind Carter, was the most beautiful woman I've ever met, and pretty to look at, too.
A private funeral will be held tomorrow, and Mrs. Carter will be laid to rest at the family's home in Plains, Georgia.
Yeah, it definitely was a cold morning for a lot of areas. We're actually below zero, -8 in Black River Falls, so definitely could feel this morning, and that was without the wind chill. So something that, good news, we won't see much in the way of forecast temperatures anymore. You can already see we're already up into the 20s, but look out west, you're already to 31 to Mankato. So our temperatures will be warmer this evening. And if you look even further west, yes, look at those 50s out to the west. So definitely, if you're thinking there's a warm front there is a warm front that's coming through. The big story is that is starting to approach our area. We're going to see that overnight come through. We're going to see cloud cover kind of dissipate, but all in all, that wind's going to keep up from the southwest. So although it'll have a little bit of a wind chill going on with it, we'll see temperatures actually hold steady probably through midnight and then start to fall later in the night. That's what you got for La Crosse. It's holding at 26 compared to we were about 15 last night at that time. And for Eau Claire, we're still looking at temperatures in the mid-20s with that southwest wind. So that gives you a wind chill about in the 15 to 17 range, but overall about a 10-degree jump too. And the good news, it just gets better for tomorrow too, because yeah, all that snow that we had, I think we're going to start seeing it melt as we go throughout the day, because we're going to see some 40s. And the good news is later in the broadcast, I'll show you how long this actually mild or seasonable conditions will last, as well as when we might see the next rain or snow chance. All that coming up a bit later in the broadcast.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to that warm-up right there.
Yeah, me too. No
Thanks,
kidding.
Greg.
From animal shelters to food banks, nonprofits across our area are participating in Giving Tuesday. It's a global movement that spreads generosity everywhere, including here in the Coulee region.
And News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall is joining us live. He's speaking to one of those nonprofits who's benefiting from Giving Tuesday. Jeremy.
Ken, the movement started in 2012 by Henry Trims at the 92nd Street Y and its Belfer Center for Innovation and Social Impact in New York City. Trims is encouraging people to do good. Today, many nonprofits nationwide are participating in Giving Tuesday, including the Cooley Region Humane Society. Community Engagement Coordinator Erin Olson says Giving Tuesday is critical for the animal shelter. She says the money helps with things like animal medical needs and its spay-neuter assistance program. Olson says there are other ways nonprofits can benefit from Giving Tuesday.
Giving Tuesday is a great way for any nonprofit or place that receives donations to be able to reach out to their community and ask for support. And it's just a wonderful way to highlight the work that we do here at the shelter and give people opportunities to support what we do.
Olson says the Cooley Region Humane Society hasn't set a specific goal. The animal shelter is grateful for anything that comes in. Coming up at 6, I'll be talking to the La Crosse Community Foundation about how Giving Tuesday benefits them. Ken and Emily?
I do love seeing those animals. Let's help them out, everyone. All right, thank you, Jeremy. Anyone interested in donating to the Cooley Region Humane Society can head to our website. We'll have a link attached to this article on news8000.com.
Well, Governor Evers visited Feed My People Food Bank in Eau Claire in honor of Giving Tuesday. Feed My People serves 14 counties in northwestern Wisconsin. It's also one of the Feeding Wisconsin's 6 primary food banks across the state. Feed My People rescues food from manufacturers, retailers, and growers that might otherwise be thrown away. The food goes through the Eau Claire Distribution Center before being given to 252 regional hunger relief programs. It's an impact Evers says is crucial.
These people save lives. I mean, it's as simple as that. And in order to make that happen, the whole community has to get together. It's really heartwarming. It's a great day.
And during the pandemic, Evers created the Food Security Initiative using federal ARPA dollars. Feed My People received just under $1.4 million in food purchases from that initiative.
4 organizations in Tomah have a big reason to be thankful this Giving Tuesday. Get a load of this. Each of them were given just over $1 million this morning. The recipients include Tomah Health Hospice Touch and Palliative Care, Tomah Public Library, and Chasing Daylight Animal Shelter. The money was granted by John and Velda Felton, who were once active members of the Tomah community. The trust went to organizations the Feltons were passionate about in hopes of enhancing them for future generations.
This family believed in healthcare and believed in healthcare and the importance of it in our community, and have made a major contribution to allow us to continue to offer access to quality healthcare close to home.
Now, most of the recipients were selected by Velda herself, who is a big supporter of hospice care, the library, and animals.
The results are in for this year's iFeed Food Drive. iFeed is a one-day event where local high school Interact clubs work with community members to alleviate hunger in the world and the La Crosse community. Today, club members dropped off the results from the food drive to the Hunger Task Force. The nonprofit received $3,300 and about 4 tons of food. The executive director for Hunger Task Force says the money will be used to buy perishable food items like meat and fresh vegetables.
An event helping seniors make connections in our community is coming back to La Crosse. Today, UWL hosted their first senior speed dating event since COVID. The event was hosted by UWL's professor of sociology along with her students. It offers older adults a fun and lively way to meet like-minded singles, whether they're seeking a companion, friend, or soulmate. Event organizer Don Norris explained why they hosted the event.
There are dating sites, etc., but they cater typically to younger people, and there just aren't as many sort of natural opportunities to get out and meet people close to your age when you're older.
Norris says they plan to host more similar events in the future. And you can help us make a difference in our community.
That's right. This Friday is News 8 Now's annual Joy of Sharing at the Onalaska Festival Foods. Our team will be set up from 5 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. ready to take some donations. We're collecting sealed, non-perishable food items, new and unused toys, and cash for the Hunger Task Force, Toys for Tots, and the Salvation Army.
All donations will stay right here to make a difference in our community. So if you're able, swing on by to the Onalaska Festival Foods this Friday to experience the joy of sharing with us. And Virgin Airlines uses only sustainable fuel for a transatlantic flight.
How the airline made history using cooking oil, animal fats, and corn.
The shape of the gift gave it away. That didn't matter. This gift would open doors. The gift of music. For beginners to the musically inclined, Lighthold Music has your instrument. Put a piano in that stocking or slide a guitar under the tree. Keep it local. Shop downtown at Lighthold Music. Bring music into your home. Make it a part of their life.
Everybody has an instrument. Yours is at Lighthold Music.
A lifetime of pleasure, satisfaction, and fun. Lighthold Music.
Hello, this is a real lawyer. Yeah, I've won 1 million cases, and I'm on a bunch of billboards.
Whoa, buddy. If they want the real Nicolay, they should get the real Nicolay.
Fine.
Thank you. Russell Nicolay here. Yeah, we can help.
In a world full of choices, make sure you get the real Nicolay.
How'd you even get in here? What are you doing answering calls? Where's your mom, man?
This year, let Ford make the holidays bright. Go over any type of terrain with Ford Bronco Sport.
Hey, Dad.
How's the weather?
All good.
And the Ford Explorer with available seating for 7. And with power on demand in the all-electric Ford F-150 Lightning, well, that's how Ford is making the holidays bright. Now, get 2.9% financing for 66 months plus $1,750 FlexBuy cash on select Ford SUVs, only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Walt never smoked a day in his life, so when he developed a bad cough, we never thought lung cancer, but that's what it was. What gives a non-smoker lung cancer? A friend suggested we check the house for radon. Sure enough, it was high. We've had it taken care of now, but I wish we'd known sooner. Walt died 4 weeks and 5 days after the diagnosis. If you haven't had your home checked for radon, do it. Do it for your family. No one should lose someone they love because of this.
Save big money right now at Menards. Cut the cord and turbocharge your next project with Bosch cordless power tools. They're designed to tackle the toughest jobs. Rip, cut, drill, and drive. Faster charging speeds, longer run times, and lasting durability. Pick up this 18-volt compact drill kit for $98.97. Cut the cost without cutting corners and grab the 18-volt cordless circular saw or reciprocating saw, now just $99 each at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Well, it was a record weekend for holiday shoppers.
Yeah, a survey from the National Retail Federation finds more than 200 million consumers shopped between Thanksgiving and Cyber Monday. That's up about 2% from last year. Black Friday, the most popular day for both in-store and online shopping. NRF President Matthew Shea says the high turnout can be due to a few factors.
Certainly speaks to the way consumers are feeling, but also the deals that were out there and the opportunities that retailers provided on goods, on items, on gifts that consumers wanted. The weather was favorable in much of the country.
The NRF says nearly half of all consumers are already done with their holiday shopping, but consumer financial services company Bankrate says while there are more shoppers, they are spending less. The average amount spent fell about 1% compared to last year to $321 per person.
History was made today in the skies. A Virgin Atlantic passenger jet took off from London powered by 100% sustainable aviation fuel. About 8 hours later, the plane landed at New York's JFK Airport. It's the first commercial airline to fly such a distance using only sustainable fuel. Most planes use a blend with just a tiny fraction of sustainable fuel. According to Virgin Atlantic, the fuel is made with cooking oil and waste from animal fat and corn. It delivers CO2 life cycle emission savings of up to 70%.
It's going to take a while before we can get enough fuel where everybody's going to be able to fly, but you've got to start somewhere. And if we didn't prove it could be done, you would never ever get sustainable aviation fuel.
Experts say aviation accounts for more than 2% of global carbon emissions, and governments around the world are beginning to require airlines to use more sustainable fuels over the next decade. There were no paying customers on Tuesday's flight.
A little bit of Christmas cheer may cost a bit more this year.
When we come back, we'll look at what's causing the price of Christmas trees to increase.
And we definitely got warmer temperatures tomorrow. It's going to melt probably the snow that we have on the ground. I'll detail how warm we'll get, if we got any snow or rain back in the picture, and how long these mild or at least seasonal conditions will last. All that coming up on your first warm weather update after the break.
The Black Friday event is the last sale of the year at PM Sleep Center. Save up to $400 on select Sealy adjustable mattress sets. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
Culligan Water takes pride in being your local water experts. We live here, work here, and dedicate our lives to improving our area's water. We deliver the world's best water treatment and the industry's best service to you. Culligan Water, your local water experts.
College is more than the knowledge you gain. It's a place to cultivate your curiosity. It's where you explore the potential and what's next. It's where you find the tenacity to rise, rather than settle for good enough. It's a series of moments that add up to form your future self. It's where what you want is within reach, on your terms. It's where you find a career, not just a job. Western Technical College. Discover what you're made of.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of it in a new Honda. Whether it's taking the gang to the slopes in an available all-wheel drive Pilot, delivering presents in a rugged Passport, or hauling a few toys for yourself in a powerful Ridgeline. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Black Friday Extended event going on now. Join us for more unbeatable Black Friday-like deals store-wide while supplies last. Like over 65% off these Velvet Animal Throws, just $7.99. Over 55% off this Vacuum Sealer Starter Kit, $49.99. Women's Alfred Dunner Fashion Collections half price. And get a free $15 gift card when you spend $75 on Purina Pro Plan pet food. Don't miss your last chance to save with extended Black Friday-like deals at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Birthdays are something to celebrate, and our News 8 This Morning team highlight them every day. If someone you know is turning 8 or 88, submit a picture of them at news8000.com today. Look Who's 8, brought to you locally by Pediatric Dentistry of Onalaska. Little teeth, big smiles.
During the Black Friday sales event at PM Sleep Center, you'll save up to $800 on select Stearns & Foster adjustable mattress sets. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Those who buy a Christmas tree each year may have to fork over more cash this time around.
Experts say the rise in Christmas tree prices isn't something new. The cost has been trending up since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic.
While Wisconsin has an abundant supply of Christmas trees, the demand for them has gone up, causing prices to climb. It's something the Wisconsin Christmas Tree Producers Association says could take a toll on growers.
I do think that we could hurt our industry by making such ridiculous prices that it isn't still a good value.
Han says while the prices of Christmas trees have gone up, the experiences families have while at tree farms are still once in a lifetime.
And an iconic open to a Christmas vacation as well.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to cut down that big of a tree, though.
No.
Something smaller.
Yeah, make sure
without animals in it either.
And make sure you bring a saw, everybody.
Right.
All right, it certainly felt like that type of weather where you'd want to go out and cut a tree down because, my goodness, it was winter cold out there, Greg.
Yeah, it definitely was cold out there, but things are going to change here for the next really week and a half. We're not going to see much of that cold conditions. We're going to see seasonal temperatures, nothing real warm, but really the whole pattern out west, you look out west, there's nothing going on. High pressure, you can see the clouds to the ground, actually a snow cover throughout the area, but you have to go out to the northeast where we're still getting that lake effect snow, but we got nothing really downstream. So we're going to see a little bit of change in the pattern. As you wake up tomorrow morning, definitely going to be a difference in temperatures. You're going to be in the upper teens to low 20s with a light west wind compared to where we were this morning. So about almost a 20-degree jump or more in some locations. As you go through the noon hour, we should be well above freezing by the time we get to about noon with that west wind. We have a little bit of a system coming down from the north. It's not going to hit us, but it's going to turn those winds around to the southwest in the afternoon. So we're still looking to be in the mid-upper 30s, low 40s with some cloud cover, and that'll kind of clear out as we go through tomorrow evening. But once again, again, 9 p.m., we're still sitting in the low 30s for tomorrow evening. So it's going to be quite a bit of change here that we're going to see, and it's going to be lingering probably through early next week. Big picture shows you, here's that thing kicking through, and here's that system that's going to dive south. Only thing that this is really going to cause going into Thursday is a wind shift back to the northwest. Some cooler temperatures, maybe like a 5-degree drop in temperature, still not too bad in the mid to upper 30s. And then we're going to swing around. The good news is there's a system to the south you just see there passing by. Trends have kept that to the south, so that shouldn't be a problem. It'll keep the temperatures here fairly mild through Friday. And then going into the weekend, we still have that chance for that snow, but a lot of questions remain on it. As you can see, coming up here through Saturday evening to Sunday night, there's one piece of it come through. Doesn't look that impressive. And then another piece on the backside comes through Sunday into Monday, kind of slides northwest southeast. So right now, timing differences and a lot of question marks. That means the precipitation chances are still quite low, but we're still looking at about a Saturday night through maybe Sunday night time frame to get some rain or snow, depending on how this plays out. Doesn't look significant. We even might have something come through Monday too, but there's a lot of question marks on that too. So overall, once again, this weekend we could have some periods of rain. Looks like 2 periods potentially. The chances have dropped a little bit on the rain or snow, and the amounts have come down too. So that's the trend probably in the last 24 hours. Now that could change, but we'll keep an eye on it. For right now, it doesn't look to be that insignificant, but that is our best chance for any some rain, snow. Otherwise, they've removed all the probability for having much of the snow across the area through the period, so that kind of gives you an indication. Temp-wise, there's a lot more pink. You don't see any blue on this for below average temperatures from all through this weekend through next week. So we're going to be a degree or two above average at times. We might come down next week a little bit, but even beyond that system next week, there's not a lot of cold air. It's all up to northern Canada, so I don't see any of those single digits coming back anytime soon. But for tomorrow, we're seeing temperatures low 40s, maybe even the mid 40s as we go further to the south and up to the north too. The same story is going to be as we go up to Black River Falls and all those areas. We're going to see temperatures in the mid 40s and all the way up to Ladysmith. It could get 40 degrees too, so quite a change. A little bit of a drop going into Friday. Otherwise, we might have that rain or snow mix going in Saturday night through Monday. But the one thing you notice on the whole 7-day, we don't see a lot of cold temperatures even behind that system next week.
Yeah, like it. All right. Greg, thanks very much. When we come back, Santa isn't coming to town yet, but a fun-loving elf certainly is.
We celebrate the 20th anniversary of Elf with a special meal.
Energy-efficient windows with beautiful new wood trim installed by skilled carpenters. Contact the Board Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate. High quality at lower prices.
I did know that back pain, foot pain come along with the job of waiting tables, but since getting the arch supports from the Good Feet store, I have had no pain. I'm more positive. It's like opening up a whole new life, like sunshine coming out.
See how we can help you too at the Good Feet store.
100 years. There are very few businesses that have withstood this test of time.
But it was in 1923 that our family opened a 2-stall garage and used car dealership in Pleasantville, Wisconsin. Serving the surrounding communities that today has grown into the Osseo Automotive family of dealerships.
A commitment to excellence through a century of automotive innovation is waiting for you.
Osseo Automotive is Osseo Ford and Nels Gunderson Chevrolet in Osseo, Rudy's in Whitehall, and Fountain City Ford. Check us out at OsseoAuto.com.
Be a part of News 8 Now's Joy of Sharing Friday, December 1st at the Festival Foods in Onalaska.
The community needs your donations of toys, food, and cash for our local Toys for Tots, the Hunger Task Force, and Salvation Army.
Please bring sealed, non-perishable food items, new and unused toys, or make a cash donation. All donations made stay to help those right here in our community.
You are what makes the Joy of Sharing great. And we'll see you Friday, December 1st at the Onalaska Festival Foods.
You're young, but your bathroom is old. I get it. I visit my kids, grandkids, my precious great-grandkids. Doesn't fit their lifestyle. Not safe. Old and ugly. You'll be amazed at the transformation you can make in just a few days. New tub and shower with all new fixtures, new toilet, new sink and vanity, new flooring, at an investment much less than you might think. Call the Board Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate on your new bathroom.
Dr. Mehta knows pain.
Oftentimes, I see patients with pain in their knees, their hips, their back, and it's actually coming from their feet.
Her suggestion?
It's as easy as going into a Good Feet store.
Come in for your free arch support fitting.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
All right, it's been 20 years since the Christmas classic Elf hit theaters.
And since then, one dish in particular has gone down in history as Buddy the Elf's favorite food. And we are talking, of course, about syrupy, candy-topped spaghetti.
To honor the anniversary, HelloFresh is re-releasing its popular version of Elf spaghetti. The kit features spaghetti and a smorgasbord of sweet toppings like maple syrup, chocolate syrup, marshmallows, and chocolate frosted pastries.
For those who share Buddy the Elf's affinity for elf culture, the kit also comes with some fun keepsakes, like aprons outfitted to look like Buddy's signature green suit.
Buddy the Elf spaghetti meal kits will be available for purchase starting next Monday. If you're interested, act fast. It's only being sold through Friday, December 8th.
Now, no subscription is required, and kits cost $29.99 for 2 servings and all 5 of those collectible items. And we were discussing this during the break. You said you would actually try that.
I would do it. I'm a big spaghetti fan, and I have a huge sweet tooth. I'm not the biggest Elf fan, though, but I think combining the two, I think I would go at it. What about you?
Love the film. Watched it Sunday when we were putting the artificial tree up. But yeah, like you, I'd like spaghetti, love the sweets, but throwing them together.
You want to mix it together? What if I gave you $10?
Maybe up the ante
20?
a little bit.
Okay.
Put on Facebook how much money I should charge Emily for.
Yeah, let's bet everyone.
And I'll give it a try. We're going to have one more check of your forecast, courtesy of Greg, when we come back.
Black Friday savings are extended at Ashley. Find unbelievable discounts on top-rated furniture with 0% interest for 60 months in-store only. Doorbusters starting at just $199.99 and featured finds starting as low as $22 a month or $1299.99 in-store only. Only at Ashley.
It's time to light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Get our best offers and choose from a huge selection of Ford F-150 trucks with the capability, convenience, and technology to help bring us together. Wow. Discover how Ford F-150 can make the holidays bright.
Now get a 2023 Ford F-150 XLT with 3.9% financing for 60 months, plus up to $3,500 in total savings, only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Here we go. I knew I could do it. I just had to take the first step.
Hey, how's it going? Marcus, my boy. Welcome to my humble abode. Nice to meet you.
When Marcus came to my door, it was my chance to give someone a safe place to stay for a little while.
When you open your heart and home through foster parenting, you're helping the teen write new chapters, which can positively impact the teen for the rest of their life.
Be part of the story.
For more information about becoming a foster parent, contact Children's Wisconsin.
The gift of relaxation and pampering is the perfect gift to give this holiday season. It is the Sue Colvey's experience, the gift your special someone is really hoping for, and the gift she really deserves. Order your gift cards online today at SueColveys.com or pick them up at Sue Colvey's Salon and Day Spa, because she deserves the very best.
Be a part of News 8 Now's Joy of Sharing Friday, December 1st at the Festival Foods in Onalaska.
The community needs your donations of toys, food, and cash for our local Toys for Tots, the Hunger Task Force, and Salvation Army.
Please bring sealed, non-perishable food items, new and unused toys, or make a cash donation. All donations made stay to help those right here in our community.
You are what makes the Joy of Sharing great, and we'll see you Friday, December 1st at the Onalaska Festival Foods.
Black Friday mattress savings are extended at Ashley. Pay 0% interest for 60 months on in-store mattress purchases. It's your last chance to shop mattress doorbusters starting at just $199.99. Plus, you can save up to $1,000 on select mattresses. Only at Ashley.
All right, definitely mild conditions here. Low 40s for La Crosse, plenty of sun. Definitely will be above average that we've had. And even Eau Claire should get close to 42. Once again, above average. Definitely going to see more sun out there. Going to feel more like early November. And the story doesn't get too bad throughout the week. We're looking at upper 30s to near 40.
Real quickly, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Die Hard.
Okay.
We'll see you at 6.